And this man looks at me and he said, "Nothing's gonna happen, you're overreacting, watch." And he closed his eyes, spun the barrel, put it in, put it to his head, pulled the trigger. Okay, a lot of ground to cover in 3 minutes, so here we go. Richard and I were together for about 3 years, a little over 3 years, and I, at the time, had a best friend who shall remain unnamed. We were trying to set her up with one of his friends that he worked with, so we all went out on a double date. Well, Richard was a Marine, so he wore his Marine jacket to that double date, and everybody and their mother was buying him drinks. Richard was also an alcoholic and did not ever say no to alcohol. So you can imagine, that didn't end up very well. Why the bartender kept serving him, I'll have no f***ing idea. But either way, at the end of the night, I had to have 2 men help me carry him to the truck. Of course, I drove home. The other 2 people got an Uber because they couldn't handle Richard's b**** and shit. So they got an Uber and went home. So when we started pulling up, getting close to the house, he pulled his safe out from behind my seat, which is the driver's seat. I knew what was in that safe, and I immediately became very uncomfortable, and my intuition started screaming at me. So I pulled over on the side of the road, slammed on my brakes, and I told him, "Give me the pew pew. Like, you know how much I hate it when you f with those, especially when you're drunk. Like, give it to me." And he did. So I cleared it, made sure there was nothing in the chamber, and I put it in the compartment beside me in the door. I put it there so he couldn't get it. Well, while I was doing that and distracted with that, he pulled out his .357 Magnum cowboy gun. Literally looked like the one in the movies the cowboys did to do the duels or whatever, right? So then he gets out his microfiber cloth and he starts cleaning it. So I, at this point, had just pulled into his neighborhood and I slammed on my brakes again and I was like, "Give me the pew pew." Well, I said the actual word, but you know how TikTok is, so.
Caitlin was growing more agitated by the situation, but Richard was far too drunk and refused to back down.
And he was over there absolutely belligerent. "Take it from me, I dare you for you to take it from me." So I just floored it around the corner to his parents' house, and I pulled up right outside his parents' house. I put the car in park, and I was like, "All right, Richard, we're home. Let's just go upstairs, turn on a podcast, let's fall asleep. You know, we've got a big day tomorrow. Let's just go to bed." And this man looks at me, and he said, "Nothing's gonna happen. You're overreacting. Watch." And he closed his eyes, spun the barrel, put it in, put it to his head, pulled the trigger. Like 2 seconds. When the police checked the pew-pew, there was only 1 casing in the entire chamber. He literally played Russian roulette to piss me off, and he lost. But he shot down here, so he was not brain dead yet. He was on life support in the hospital for about 3 days before he was declared brain dead. Then he donated all his organs.
Caitlin's traumatic story time gained the attention of millions, and she's using her platform to spread firearm safety awareness.
So I went to bed and I woke up and I had 2.4 million views on my TikTok. First and foremost, I wanted to emphasize that I did not in any way do this for any sort of attention or clout. Honestly, when I posted that video, it was funny to me, like a joke. I didn't think it'd get more than 100 views, you know? I have dumb luck, just like him. And second, now that I have this platform, I want to use it to promote gun safety awareness and alcohol safety awareness. Nobody should have to go through what his family and I had to go through. I'm going to be doing an awareness series on how this has affected my life.
Let's dive straight into the comment section, shall we? Caitlin left a message on her own video that read, "I'm watching this back and I sound a little aggressive. I'm not mad anymore at him, but still hurt that he put me through that." She also added, "I'll always love him. He was an amazing person, but I am still frustrated that he did what he did. He's my guardian angel now." One viewer left a comment saying, "You sound like any normal person and you did what any person would do to try and make a different outcome. I'm proud of you. You did your best." And Caitlin responded with, "Thank you so much. I needed to hear that. I'm being criticised for my ability to talk about what happened, and it took me forever to even be able to." As always, thanks for watching Happiest. If you liked this video, then be sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok pages for even more educational videos like this. And if you've got any videos of your own you want to share, be sure to send them in.